Hey Tiger fans, Ben Rosenbaum here, day one of training camp for Towson football with the head coach, Pete Shinnick. And coach, day one of year two, how do you feel going into year two now?
Yeah, I feel much better than year one. Just credit to our guys, just really having a great summer. Coach View and his staff did a fantastic job prepping them for this day. We were able to get a lot done, so feel great about it.
For you as a staff, and you didn't have any staff turnover going from 1 to 2. Is there a big difference from what you're trying to accomplish year one to now that you've had them for a year two?
Yeah, there really is, because there's just a higher level of understanding and a higher level of comprehension of what's taking place. Last year it was like, hey, remember when we talked about this in spring? Or, now it's like, hey, we ran this against Albany. Do you guys remember that? Hey, we did this against Rhode Island. Do you remember that? So there's more carryover, obviously. The longer you do something, the more you can relate to guys and the more they can understand what you're trying to do.
And talking about the guys on the field, handful of guys, 4 guys receiving all conference honors preseason. When you, obviously those 4 are ones to watch, Keegan Vaughn, Ralph Page, Deion Cruz-Harris, and Carter Runyon, but who's somebody else that maybe is brand new or coming from last year to this year that you're excited to see? And not to put you on the spot.
Yeah, no, and I'd probably miss a few, but I mean, some of our returners, obviously Devin Matthews and Chris Watkins at running back, I think they're going to have great years. John Dunmore, DK James at wide receiver, I think they're going to have really good years. Xavier Terry and Shafiq Smith in the secondary, I think they're going to have really good years. And so, I'm excited about the guys that we have returning. I know statistically looking at it, it says we have 3 defensive starters returning. But we got a lot of guys who played, and I mentioned, most of them right there. We got a lot of guys that played, so I'm excited about them.
And then quarterback room, a little different. Nathan Kent still here, starter from last year. What are you looking from that quarterback room? What are you expecting from that quarterback room?
Yeah, we want great competition. We really do. And, I think Carlos Davis had a very good spring. I think Sean Brown had a really good spring, too, much better than we saw him in the fall. And Nate started 11 games for us and did a fantastic job. So we wanted great competition. And Winston Watkins, young freshman, throw him in there. He's been doing some good things as well.
All right, and last question. It is just day one. We've got a long way to go before kickoff. But
yes.
Just day one, what has you excited from what you saw today, and what are you
Yeah, I mean, there were certain things that we wanted to get done. We wanted to transition a little better. We wanted to have a little more urgency when we were going against each other. We wanted to have a little more attention to detail. And all those things, I think we checked the box on all of those. Now we just got to get better tomorrow.
All right, that's the head coach, Pete Shinnick, in year 2 here at training camp for the Towson Sports Network. I'm Ben Rosenbaum, and as always, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.